There's a phrase in the Bible that says, "Thee who has not sinned to pick up that first stone and throw it." G will never pick up that stone.
I think growing up in a household where your both parents are gang related, for me, my house was a party house. All my mom and dad's, they were from the same gang, so all their friends would come to the house. Both of my parents, they sold drugs. Growing up as a young boy, that's all I seen. So basically, it didn't have an effect on me at that age. I thought that was just the way life was. Really just normal. I thought everybody really did that, you know. Up until I was 9 years old, we had everything, but then both of my parents went to prison. So that's when a lot of things changed, but I still didn't think that there was a problem with that. Everybody goes to jail.
I always say I come from a normal, dysfunctional family, a single mother of 5. So she worked 2 jobs, wasn't home much. I met my biological father at the age of 10. Then my father was murdered at the age of 10. So like, as soon as I met him, he was murdered like a few months after. And that's where my story took a turn, you know. I started fleeing from one end of the park to the other end of the park to where my homeboys were hanging out. And I found a father figure, which were my homeboys. And that's where my life started in gangbanging, you know.
I didn't have no role models. I didn't have a father that was, "Mijo, come here, you gotta do good," or "Mijo, you're doing wrong." My father was never in my life. I've never met the man. I consider a sperm donor. He's just a sperm donor. And I had a very abusive mom that always put me down and beat me up and never had nothing positive to say. I was miserable by 9 years old. The only ones that said, "Come on, mijo, I got you," was the homeboys. And every time they drank beer or smoked joints, they were happy. And I just wanted to be happy as a child. And if I had to do what everybody else was doing to be happy, so be it, I'm gonna do it. And the consequences didn't even cross my mind. I just thought of that moment. I just wanted to feel that happiness and that love and that acceptance at that moment. Whatever happens after that, I really didn't care.
When I met Father Greg, it was actually, I got a feeling where I had somewhere to go when I was in need, you know. Homeboy Industries helped me change. They helped me realize, and now I'm continuing to help other people.
Today I have a 2-year-old. She's right there. It's my 2-year-old. I made a decision and said, you know, I'm gonna be there for her. You know, I wanna be there for her when she's 2, 10, 15, 20, 25. If I get killed as soon as I walk out of here, because it can happen, because a rival gang member is still gonna be a rival gang member. Just because I change doesn't mean they change. But if that was to happen to me today, I know for a fact that the people that know me today will tell my daughter, your dad was changing, you know, he's becoming a good man, you know. If this place wouldn't have been here, I probably wouldn't have been doing this. I'd probably be in prison right now, you know. I wouldn't be able to be a good dad. I wouldn't be able to understand my wife. I wouldn't be able to understand anybody, you know. It made me a person.
Jesus says never judge his book by its cover or its first chapter. And unfortunately, society does do that, but G never does that. He looks right through you, through that image that you were trying to portray, that we're mean and we stay away from me, we're big and bad, and he just sees the child in you. He's the only one that ever believed in us. I am who I kick it with. And I'm kicking in and associating and surrounding myself with positive people, and I will become that individual. I don't beat myself up for the past. It is what it is. I'll leave it there, but I just don't forget where I was at.